Hello, this is Charlie here for JY Sharif, and I am with...
Hi, my name is Molnár Bence Tivadar.
And what did you just do?
I got top 16 at the Hungarian Nationals 2022 with Fluffals.
All right, tell me about your matchups. What do you play against today?
Well, first I started playing against Zombie Eldritch. It was like a zombie control variant. The deck is pretty fine against that because Zombie Bird doesn't actually affect our plays too much. Then we played some Sword Soul. It was you. It was a pretty difficult matchup. I think we played 3 games. It was a close one. Third game, I didn't really know how to counter the deck. I haven't played in the last 2 years too much, but I had some knowledge of the deck. That was a lose. I went 6-2 in Swiss. Didn't make it to top 8 unfortunately, but it's fine. What else did I play against? I played some Ancient Warriors. That was like a 2-0 game. I played Mystic My Sky Strikers. That was a hard one. It's a really, really hard matchup for the deck, but I drew extremely lucky. Game 3. What else did I play against? I played Invoke Dogmatica and Branded variants, of course. Yeah, and this is the #1 best fusion deck, so don't even...
All right, let's get into it then.
Yeah, okay. Let's start with the main deck.
Sure.
So, the best monster here, we have Fluffal Penguin, your main Fluffal monster. You pretty much want to search it every goddamn time. Like, resolve its effect, drawing 2, discarding 1, it's really useful, even on the opponent's turn as well. Triple Dog, I still play 3. Some people stop playing 3, but I feel like this is much needed consistency for the deck because even with this, I drew sometimes no combos and I had to like wait a few turns to get going. Fortunately, my opponent had the same kind of play, so like nothing on the first turn. Fluffal Bear at 2 and Fluffal Wings at 2. Some people started playing 1 Wings and they played 1 Fluffal Octo instead. Octos lets you put back the 1 wing you used on the first turn to use it again. But my plays were like with Fluffal Dolphin and Fluffal Sheep. These are all the Fluffal monsters that I played. I usually went for the Wings combo first. And then, with Dolphin, I dumped the second one for the next turn. I really like this line of play because most often this deck wants to go first, I make a Scythe block and wants to resolve Wings, but with the Bear or Dog combo. The Dolphin, I usually use it for follow-up plays to dump the second Wings, so the Octo wasn't optimal for me, that's what I felt like. And I didn't regret this decision at all. We play the Edging package, like triple chain, 1 Edging Sabers and 1 Edging Scythe. Chain is like mandatory at 3, you know it from Branded maybe, but it's like the main searcher of the deck. One very good thing that this deck does is no one ashes the chain or the Frightful Patchwork effect because they expect you to play Despia. And then you search your first Fluffal card and they're gonna be like, oh okay, I should have ashed the Frightful Patchwork maybe. So Scythe is here because it's a pretty good interruption. It lets you.
And what does Scythe do for people who are less familiar with Fluffal?
True. Scythe lets you fusion summon on your opponent's turn as well during their main phase. You ideally wanna fuse with Fluffal Penguin plus Scythe to summon a Whale. Whale pops 1 card they control and 1 card we control. This comes handy in Scythe locks and just an overall interruption. Also, when you use Penguin with Scythe effect to fusion, you get to draw 2 and discard 1. Dig deeper into the deck for hand traps, for example. That's one of your main interruptions. You don't want to play more than 1 of this. I feel like because it's like an ogre with extra steps. If you don't have the regular combo, if you cannot set up Scythe or like have Penguin in hand, it can go really into the minus plays if you just open like a Dog and Scythe. I feel like the searchable one is the ideal number here. We played the only hand trap in the deck other than Edging Scythe, the Gamma package. Let's put Driver on there, I don't like this card. Gamma was phenomenal. I really want to play the only hand trap that can protect me from other interruptions. Like if someone decides to ash the Patchwork, they usually do not because as I said they expect Despia. But if they try to ash the Wings effect that lets you draw 2 and discard 1, this comes handy because you ideally want to use the Wings effect with no monsters on field. So like the Dolphin plays, as I said, I really don't want to have a monster on field so that I can protect with Scythe and Gamma. And then we play the 1 Scythe. It's like pretty mandatory. If you are playing the going first control variant, 1 Scythe is good. Triple Foolish Burial Goods. another mandatory card. It dumps you your main engine, the Toy Vendor. If it sends Toy Vendor to the graveyard, Toy Vendor searches you any Fluffal or Edgim Sabers monster. It's really important. Like, you can also protect it with Gamma if they decide to ash it for whatever reason. It actually came up once today. We played the triple Pulley. I really want to open one Penguin, one Chain, and one Pulley. That's basically a hand that they cannot ash, and you can play around a lot of things if you open that way. So we played the triple Pulley and the triple Fry for Patchwork, best spell card in the deck. I'm so happy that this is played in other decks as well. I really hope it doesn't get limited. But yeah. Other Fight for cards, one Fight for Fusion, one Fight for Repair. When you summon Whale, even on the opponent's turn, you can dump this to the graveyard, so you have a second normal summon. It's like, not second normal summon, you get to special summon one Fluffal for free by banishing this to the from the graveyard. Fight for Fusion is like Miracle Fusion. It's important for OTKs. Sometimes you're just gonna Fusion one, and then search with Chain this, Fusion summon, let's say Kraken, and that's pretty much OTK. So like, really easy without actually having to worry about Nibiru or anything else. Sorry? We played double Royal Penguin Garden. Penguin Garden is really good. I actually had a discussion in the Fluffal Duelist Facebook group. I wasn't playing this first, but people told me, and they are absolutely right about this, that this card not only as the Penguin, that's a neat effect, but I felt like I'm already playing like, I don't know, 11 or 12 Penguin, triple Dog, triple Penguin, triple Foolish, 9 Penguin in the main deck, and I added 2 more. But the second effect actually comes handy. You get to discard 1 card to reduce the level of one of your Penguin monsters, or maybe increase as well. It doesn't matter. The thing that matters is that you can discard another card, possibly Chain, Toy Vendor. You get to play if they stop your main play. So like, this lets you play through a lot of hand traps. Plus, it searches you the best Fluffal card Penguin. So 2 is ideal, 3 is too much. You don't want to open too much of this, but I felt like that's correct. And then we play the God cards, 1 Instant Fusion, 1 Cold Buy. We live in a world where you not only will be able to open Gamma plus combo that doesn't leave you with a monster on field, so having more protection from hand traps is extremely important. They are also good going second, but this is like minimize restrict, stops opponent from playing hand traps, and Cold Buy is just Cold Buy. That's it for the main deck, exactly 40 cards. Let's move on to the extra deck, I guess. Extra deck, we played a pretty small Fifer package, just like double Whale, 1 Kraken, 1 Sabertooth, and 1 Tiger. They all come up at different situations. Tiger's amazing against control decks. You can chain block the strike, for example, if you're playing against something that came up today with the Zombie Lich matchup. They couldn't strike the Price Free Tiger because I chain blocked it with Fluffal Penguin. Sabertooth, I still play this. Some people cut it and only play this 4 cards. Sabertooth is amazing. I'm gonna tell you why. This one special summons, of course, one from the graveyard. So like, if you have a Patchwork plus a game state where you have this on board, that's OTK. Because you're gonna search the Edging Chain plus a Pulley, fuse this, bring this back. And then you can search the Patchwork, and otherwise you couldn't Pulley because you didn't have any Fluffal names. So like, this definitely comes up. I wouldn't cut it under no circumstances, basically. This is the Fifer package, then the 1 minimize restrict. As I said, anti protection, always good. A bigger Axis package than you would expect. 1 Toad, 1 Bounded Shark. One of the greatest plays if you wanna play, prevent the Nibiru, is normal Penguin, Special Dolphin, and do the Wings combo. If you have Toy Vendor in graveyard, you dump it with Foolish Bureau Goods, and then make the Toad to protect your Nibiru. 1 Tornado Dragon. This didn't come up once today, but during testing it was pretty useful. Sometimes I couldn't search my 1 Edgim Scythe, so I needed another way to pop the Artifact Scythe. 1 Baguska. This one was clutch. I love this card. In this format where Despia is running around, also even Sword Soul, they can out it if they open pretty well, but sometimes it stops plays. 1 Abyss Dweller, like pretty mandatory. I played against Sky Strikers, that was clutch. And that's the Axis package. Then Lynx, 1 Appaloosa, 1 Cross Sheep, 1 Scythe Frame Lambda, and 1 Artifact Dagda. This one came up twice today. I was surprised because this was a last-minute change. It was an Omega, so that I can synchro away the Gamma if I stop the hand prep, for example. But I had to use the Gamma as an interruption by making this like 2 or 3 times today. It was really good. I'm happy I put it into deck last night. Crush Hit plus Appaloosa. During your normal combo, if you don't want to side lock or you can't side lock, you make Crush Hit, Fusion Summon, make Appaloosa because it's gonna special summon 1 back. Then deck the sets of the artifact Scythe. This is the X deck, of course, perfect 15. And then side deck, we played triple Nibiru. Pretty good. I sided this in pretty much every game I played against a combo deck, and it would have been really good if I drew it. But yeah, sometimes it happens. You play the triple Dark Lure No More, also against combo decks. Pretty much wins you games if you side it in the correct time. Double Twister and 1 Red Reboot. This used to be triple Twister, but I was like, Dimensional Barrier is in the format, and Fluffal auto loses to that one, and I unfortunately don't have Cross Out, but I wouldn't even have the space to play Cross Out, so I play this one off. If I'm lucky enough they don't shotgun Dimensional Barrier in the standby phase and I get to draw into it, or just I'm lucky and open with it. Also, really important note, I was in the illusion that I'm gonna side this in against every deck, no matter what, because they're gonna side the D-Barrier. Everyone is running D-Barrier right now. I didn't do that, and fortunately it didn't punish me. 1 Twisters, that's 2 Twisters, but I always sided in 1 Twister, even against combo, because Mystic Mine. Like, after the recent YCS, and generally Mystic Mine is a very popular card, 1 Twin Twister to have in the main deck is clutch, because a lot of rogue decks and non-meta decks will, not Mystic Mine Sky Striker, they will just drop the Mystic Mine with absolute nothing and try to deck you out. If you have even 1, then you basically solve the situation.
Did that come up today?
No. Unfortunately, no one sided in Mystic Mine, but the Twin Twisters was in my main deck every time, game 2, if I didn't win the dice roll, or if I won the dice roll. Then we played the triple Evenly. This one was the best card today. Oh my god. Evenly Matched is phenomenal. Against Sky Strikers, that was a very, very risky thing. I was like, I got a sign, or I don't know. I felt like I have to side in 1. Just maybe he wants me to go second for whatever reason, because he was playing going second Strikers, and he did. And I sided in 1, and I drew it. And that won me the game outright. That was a really, really lucky one. It was the round before the last one. Evenly Matched was phenomenal. I would always side it in against control or combo. It's really good in this format, in my opinion. And then, as I said, mandatory triple D-Barrier. I only played against 2 Despias. This was in the deck once it came up. And I played against Sorsul, but I didn't draw it. Like, I didn't really have anything else to side in other than maybe Nibiru. I wasn't really familiar with that matchup, to be honest. And I think that's it. That was a side deck.
Alright. Any shoutouts you want to give?
Yeah, definitely. All the guys from here, I am so sorry if I leave someone out, but I love you guys. Thank you for being here. For the new guys, new players who I dragged into this magical world of Yu-Gi-Oh! Vanda, Szilágyi Erik, Kispál Erik, I love you guys. Thank you for being here. Thank you for Kolonyi Zoltán for helping me build the deck, basically, because he suggested some things, and some I kept, some I didn't, but it was really really good to test with a pro player like him. Thank you István, thank you Miki, Pinter Chris, oh my god, I don't want to leave anyone out, Molnár Bence, I love you guys, thank you all, and I'm sorry if I left you out, like Ollie.
But any final words on the deck before we go?
I love this deck. I always played Fluffals since 2016, and I'm never gonna stop playing it. I love that this rogue deck has always options like Scythe looking in the opponent to keep up with the meta game. It's like the dream deck.
All right. Well, thank you.
Thank you so much.
And best of luck at Euros.
Thank you. I'll be there. See you there.
All right. Bye.
Bye.